Okay, now for the fun part, open access marine data. Where can we actually access open access marine data? So there are some different um, different websites, and they're mostly American based. At least from what I know, there are some other there are some other databases as well, but at least this is what I'm working on until now. So the first one, you can actually access JBCO 2020. So to access them, you can go to either jebco.net or download JBCO. So interestingly now, because before when you download JBCO, you can only download it in bulks. Okay, so the JBCO for the whole Earth. But now you can actually put your boundary in here. Okay, so you can actually select your minimum and maximum longitude, minimum and maximum latitude. So you can actually, for example, select this one, and then you can actually download the grid only at that area. And you can choose either you want to have it in NetCDF, in GeoTIFF, or in S3 ASCII. Okay, we will talk about this later in the practical session. But basically, you can download it in the grids. And then the other one is the global multiracial resolution topography. I like this one actually because you can download either only the high resolution data, so data that is surveyed by multi-beam, so you can see the mask data in here, like for example, these bits. Those are the data that are taken from multi-beam data at least, but the dark ones here, they are basically the satellite derived one. So you can choose either you want to have the unmasked data or the masked data in one single location. And then you can also have a look at the GEPCO. Sorry, this should be GEPCO. I will revise it, but that should be GEPCO undersea feature names Gazetteer. Okay, so Gazetteer is basically you can have a look at the points and lines. So mostly here, they are lines and points. There are some areas as well, but I would prefer to have the lines and points. And then you can actually have the definition of each point and each line. So for example, in this area, you've got your Mariana Ridge, you've got your seamount, you've got another ridge, and then you've got your seamount. So the idea is you can select an area and then you can actually download all the points and lines in there that has information, so you can add it to your map. Okay, and then there's also IEDA, that's Interdisciplinary Earth Data Alliance. So the difference between this and the other ones are in this data set or in this database, you can actually download not only the gridded bathymetry data, but also the if you've got the single beam, and then the magnetic and gravity data. So it's the same with NCIO. There's even more data. So you've got your single beam bathymetry, your gravity, magnetic, multi-channel seismic if it's possible, seismic refraction, short point navigation, side scan, singles, channel seismic, and sub-bottom. So you've got a lot of geophysical data in this repository. So that's it for today. These are some references if you want to have a look, and we will discuss more in our practical session.